Hello! It is time for the very first Instagram Live after school edition. We're bringing on some young entrepreneurs that may need some help, some questions, get a little background. Happy. Is it Monday? Is it Monday? Is it really Monday? It's been a long week this day. What an incredible day. Jakey bakey, sitting there in New York. Lou, welcome. Getting ready for our group tonight. Let's pin up there. Friday's training is gratitude training, Thanksgiving training, byoq. Bring your own questions. I will bring the answers for you. It is after school edition. Jake, what's a special way to start the beautiful holiday week with gratitude? Go be grateful if it's sunny, if it's snowing, if it's rainy, if it's cold, if it's warm. Be grateful for it. Yes, we are. And that's the best way to start out every week, productively, accessibly, and graciously. Don't forget to take the trash out. It is Monday. I got the day right. If anybody wasn't there last week when I said on Wednesday, and some dude left my Instagram live to go take his trash out because I gave him the wrong day, he panicked. That's so good. All right, let's get a few questions here. If you want to join me, if you're younger, we're going to do every Monday after school young entrepreneur questions. How do I balance schoolwork and social life? The way that we balance everything is through consistent behavior, weighted balance according to the inventory of the values that we have. And so what we want to do is take inventory of our values every day and have a minimum amount of time that we spend on homework, on social life. I vacation every day, and there's a minimum amount of time according to my values each day goes into the experiential value. So that's what we want to do. And that will help you put a weighted balance. Remember, you don't have to have a balanced day. You have to have a weighted balance according to your values. But the things that are non-negotiable, like studying and social life, those should be 7 days a week, a minimum amount of time every day. And I promise you, your Spanish teacher will thank me for being consistent and persistent with that. How to avoid wishful thinking. I don't think you want to avoid wishful thinking. I love wishful thinking, but vet. Trust and vet, wish and vet, vet. If you want a great skill set, a capability that will save you, learn how to ask the hard questions and vet, but wish big, wish and dream big. You cannot out-ask-wish the universe. You cannot out-wish the universe. You cannot out-ask the universe. Wishful thinking is wonderful, but you got to vet. Trust and vet. Trust, have faith, vet. Vet means to do your due diligence. George the dog trainer, welcome. It's so good to see you, my friend. How are you, George? Coco is doing very, very well. She's amazing. People want her. She's so good. Thanks to George, the dog trainer. The greatest dog trainer I've ever used. And he also has a dog helmet. And he has dog daycare, doggy overnight. He's a dog boy. That's the dog trainer. George, check him out. What time did you end middle school? What time did you end middle school? I don't remember. Dude, I'm 52 years old, Jakey. What time did I end middle school? Like what grade? My middle school was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. I didn't go to high school until 10th, 11th, and 12th. Ma'am, and my boy, where are you? All right, let's see. We here? We ready? Yeah, he's right there. All right, our first after school guest here at 3 o'clock. Welcome. There they are.
Hi, David.
Hi, thank you for joining me.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Well, give me a little bit of background about how you started your first entrepreneurial journey here and see if you have any questions I can help you with.
Creations by Nicholas.
I'm the owner of Creations by Nicholas.
What is Creations by Nicholas?
Creations by Nicholas is my business, and I sell craft planes and kits.
Why would you start?
I started it because I really like planes. It's really travel, but it's starting to get travel-y again. So I made this plane during the coronavirus where it wasn't travel. Now it's getting travel-y, so I'm still making the planes.
So smart. And that is it one of your favorite things, planes?
Yes.
Nice. And how much are the planes?
My mom told me.
My mom told me to start a business during the coronavirus So one day my mom brought this huge crafted plane and a light bulb came on. And I said, hey, my site things. So I made a website and I got to go on my mom's computer and make the website. It was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, you're so talented. And did you ask for help? Did you ask for help into doing your business?
Did you ask for help?
Yes, it's kind of hard sometimes.
Okay, let me give you a little piece of advice that I wish someone would have told me. Don't ever stop asking for help. When you get older, it's the biggest mistake people make is they forget that we all need help no matter how old we are or how much we know. There's also always someone that can help us, just like you're helping other people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see that?
What's your favorite part about your business?
My favorite part about my business is I'm like having fun, making the planes, selling them, and giving them to other people.
Watching how happy they are when they get them.
And these what our kids look like. So I can make them look what they turn into, but
Wow.
for regular, but we just did a colorful one for this one.
Is that one of your favorite ones? Oh, there he is. And
Boxes. But has a we wrapped some like things around it and just little nuts.
they're awesome. Do you have any questions for me?
I look like some investors. I haven't got any.
Oh, that's a great question. So how much of your company do you want to give up?
What is that? Ask me what that means.
What does that mean?
So when we ask for money to invest in our company, you own, I assume, 100% of your company, you and your mom?
Yep.
You own the whole company. So if someone's going to invest, you can offer them, 10% of your company for this much money. Do you know what percentage of your company and how much money you would ask for?
25%.
20.
25%. And how much money do you want for 25%?
25,000.
25,000. So the company's worth $100,000. And do you know how much money you're making?
Over 200.
Wow. That's awesome. How much does each plane sell for?
What?
12.
$12.
$12. That's awesome. And where can people buy it?
On my website, Creations by Nicholas. So they had to look up, go to my website, get the things they want. Then they get shipped it, and then they get the things they want and do it with
Tell
it.
about $1 of every sale.
And there's also $1 of every sale goes to the Triple Heart Foundation. The Triple Heart Foundation gets free books to the NICU all around the country.
And if we invest in you, will you do commercials for us?
I do not know how to do a commercial. I'm even good at.
What if I teach you? Can I teach you?
Sure.
You'll make your own.
Tell about the Kids for Kids.
The Kids for Kids program gives free kits to kids whose other moms and dads who's treating the coronavirus.
Oh, that is awesome. How long does it take to make the plane?
Like a couple 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Very cool. And we have creationsbynicholas.com. Anything you want to say to everyone about buying or investing in you?
Thank you for buying. It means a lot to me. And I'm a little kid, but I used to be 6, but now I'm 7. And I also lost 40.
I cannot think of better reason to buy a plane than all of those things that you've told me. You're an incredible entrepreneur. I would love to learn more about your company and do whatever I can to help you raise money, sell planes, or anything else I can do to help you. Okay?
Lunch to me.
Keep up the good work. Don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. Keep doing good deeds. You're a wonderful boy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right.
Bye.
All right. If you don't go to creationbynicholas.com and figure that out, come on now. How awesome is that? Buying white, bro, I would go out and buy a whole bunch. And I'm not sure about the valuation though at 100 grand, but it definitely is something to look into. Go ahead, reach out. They're on there. Go to the website. What a great entrepreneur. We're so blessed. We will have another one joining us here on After Hours. Until then, let's take a few questions. Remember, Friday's training is on gratitude training. Bring your own questions. I'll bring the answers. We'll work our way through there. George, the dog trainer. Why are nonprofits so much paperwork? Because of past experiences that people have had, that we want to protect people when it comes to charity. So in order to protect people, there needs to be rules, regulations, documentation to make sure that we are vetting those people that represent themselves to help charity. And it's not easy though. Good questions. Where can you start looking for a mentor? I always look to where I want to be. So to find a mentor, I look to where I want to be. And when I find someone that is where I want to be, that's the person I ask for directions from, because the fastest and easiest way to get to where I want to be is to ask someone that's already there for directions. And that's what we're going to do on Friday. Trainings at 11 a.m. Pacific. If by chance you've missed any of the trainings for the last 20 years, look, it's featured on Spotify. All the past trainings, the replays, last week's training, Seeking Approval, is on today, featured on Spotify. Hey, Buster, welcome. We'll let you in. Thank you. So make sure, if you want the guides, the books, the pitch, 2-minute drill, if you want to try out over $50,000 of cash and prizes, just dmeltzer.com, David at dmeltzer.com. My text community is 949-298-2905. It's pinned below. I will send you a book, sign it, dedicate it to you, and pay for shipping. I'm here to be of service, so just let me know how I can help. But show up live to the trainings. It would be a good time. If not, watch the replays. Spotify, Entrepreneur, every platform you can catch it. All right, let's check out Buster. We'll bring this on real quick here. Looking good, everybody.
What's up, brother?
Hey.
How are you?
Buster, good to see you. How are you?
Great to see you too. What's going on?
Man, I'm here to help. I'm looking for some young entrepreneurs, a little after school action, and to help them out. I think we're going to save the world with entrepreneurs like you. What business are you in?
I'm in the media business for the most part. Started a basketball media company called Hoops Nation when I was younger, and have launched some stove into a few other industries since, but at its core, the media business, the social media business.
Yeah, and you know it's funny, because I've delved into the social media business and the sports business, but I always consider those kind of a backdrop. And so, I think that you're in the good idea business and helping people and empowering people with good ideas, whether it's Hoops Nation or any other thing that you're doing. In the media side of thing, it's the vibration or the frequency of the best ideas seems to resonate to build a community, and then we can monetize that community using media in order to monetize the community. What are some of the key aspects to creating great content and creating that frequency that you've been able to duplicate and utilize?
I appreciate that first and foremost, but I think it's all about just following your passion and putting out stuff that correlates with whatever that passion is at any given moment, because then you can push that to those future passions and whatnot. And like you said, you can activate people, towards those next projects, towards those shows that you can start off of the base media outlet or the brand. You can build a personal brand off of your media brand. You can do all sorts of things, but at its core, once you do have an audience and you're following your passion, you could really move a lot quicker that way, and it's fun.
Now, I'm asking an interesting question because I want to teach a lesson, and because a lot of young people will see this, a lot of young people will be encouraged by what you and Nicholas has done. If you saw Nicholas, my talented 7-year-old friend now, who has his plane business. But what percentage of your business activity just sucks?
Now, I think a small percentage. Before I learned, the significance and the importance of delegating, most of it I used to do everything myself and I wouldn't let it go because I didn't think anybody else could do it. And that is something that I would definitely tell my younger self to do a little bit differently. Since I've started delegating things, I've just been slowly bringing that percentage, closer to as close to zero as we can. Obviously, it'll never be zero, but we'll always get closer. Yeah.
I think that's a great answer because I always tell people we have to learn to love what we do. And that's a key example that you love the idea of your business, you love what you were doing, but certain aspects of it sucks. But unlike most people that quit, the 1% of the 1% that don't have a perspective of yours is, hey, I got to figure this out. I got to learn how to get rid of this pain. And your answer was delegation, right? Asking for help, letting go, all these different lessons that you've learned. Now, the exact same thing that used to suck for you, now you're one of the few entrepreneurs I know that are like very small percentage of things in my life suck. And I'm a minutes and moments person. People are like, are you ever not motivated? Are you ever not happy? Are you ever? Yeah, for minutes and moments at most am I not happy or motivated or inspired. And I see you as that same way. How can we help empower other young entrepreneurs to have the fortitude not to quit and to keep seeking the lesson so that they can experience, hey, it wasn't that this sucked, it was I didn't have the lesson in order to make it not suck.
Well, I think, like you said, we all have those minutes and moments, particularly in the morning, because I heard somebody a lot smarter than I talk about it, but there's certain chemicals that you have in your head when you wake up by nature of what happens to you while you're sleeping. And that's when you got to get up, you got to do something, you got to get up, you got to eat healthy, you got to be active. Those sorts of things really help, and not let those minutes and moments turn into hours and days, which is the key thing that, I mean, you can always do better upon and minimize those sorts of thoughts and feelings. But again, just always following your passion and inspiration, I think by nature leads me at the very least to, always want to be my best, and that's all that matters.
And to be your best, you have to look for mentorship and learn. And you are in the media business, you do a great job. How do you best learn? So, with all the multi generations and all the different mediums from radio, print, TV, social media, books, podcasts, audio books, who knows, frequency books, Instagram lives, TikToks. Where are you learning the most from? YouTube? What platforms do you learn the most from?
I think I learn the most from YouTube, but usually I just get entertainment on YouTube. The few books and few audiobooks that I've listened to, I feel like have made up for some of the things that I really remember. And I don't think it's necessarily because of the context of what's in the book. I think it's because of my approach heading into it, right? I think that like when I go into a YouTube video, I'm expecting entertainment, so that's then what I get out of it. I go into a book expecting to learn something, and walk away with something that changed my life. And usually because of that thought, I do. Like given how few books I've read, I think for the most part I've tried to pick for the top few business books and books where people really say it changed their lives. So maybe that has something to do with it, but usually actually reading books is where I feel like I get the most that I hold on to and remember.
Have you read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill?
I'm actually in the middle of that one right now. I just finished How to Win Friends by good old Dale.
Yeah, that changed my life. So that's a winner there. It'll never fail you. I read it every day still, believe it or
You
not.
read it every day. Do you read or listen?
I read that. I listen to the Course in Miracles. I listen to Dr. Wayne Dyer, Power of Intention. So I segment out my days. So I have a certain period of time to do research, and that includes being able to facilitate what I want to figure out just using Google. Google's my Sherpa. And so I'll go ahead and come up with the concepts each day that I want to explore.
What's your favorite lesson that you got out of How to Win Friends?
For me, it was people bound emotion for logical reasons. It was a very powerful lesson in that book of how we influence people to emotionally connect to them by asking them what we like, what we don't like, being more interested than interesting tied into that as well. But I think that really struck a chord with me when I was reading about, because I was very like oversell, back end sell, lie, manipulate, cheat, like strategy, negotiation, hardcore business guy. And to read about, how we truly influence people, how we get them to trust and like us, that emotionally we need a connection more than some great sales techniques, the walk away close, the ringing the towel theory, and all the things that I've been taught in solution selling were just a facade to the emotional aspects. And that was a catalyst to lead me to, more of a think and grow rich type of a perspective of that I could achieve anything I believe, and then combine that even farther now into like the Course in Miracles or Power of Intention, where I have blended or reconciled the laws of gravity, the laws of the earth that attract everything to me through gravity, to the law of Goya, which is get off your ass. I mean, they don't call you Buster for nothing. Get off your ass, make it happen. But then the combination of when you bust your ass and you make it happen, it's the law of attraction, allowing it to happen to lessen the interference. So that's what you'll learn in Think and Grow Rich as well. All right, I got time for one question from you. You got your old mentor, Dave, here. Anything I can help you with?
Help me with? I have one question for you. How do you personally, and what advice would you give to your younger self in the sense of moving quickly, trying to achieve and accomplish everything that you want to, but also trying to, keep in perspective how long the game is? What would you tell your younger self to tell yourself?
Yeah, so for me, there's this blend that I've learned between, I call it the ferocious Buddha blend, right? I am one bad mofo when it comes to persistence, right? I am like a pit bull holding onto a tire. If you ever try to pull a tire away from a pit bull, you have to be ferocious and vicious and persistent. There's nothing that's going to stop you. But on the other side, like you said, how can you be patient? Right? How can you allow things to happen? And so what I would tell myself going back, I'd say, listen to me. Keep that desire that you must be what you want. You must be what you want to be. And you do everything you can. But remember this. Number one, be happy where you are. Know that you're at the right place at the perfect time. Be happy where you are. Two, be that ferocious Buddha. Be, persistent and consistent. Be the pit bull with the tire in his mouth, and angle towards what you think you want. Angle like there's no tomorrow, that you must have it, every ounce of energy and food, everything in you. And then most